All right, now the big story we are tracking from the national capital. The Delhi court hearing the matter linked to Satyendra Jain's plea has asked several stinging questions to the Enforcement Directorate, which opposed the bail petition. Nilashish joining us for more on this. Nilashish, what did the court say?
Well, yes, the Rouse Avenue Court was hearing Satyendra Jain's bail plea, and first and foremost, the questions that were raised as far as the court is concerned towards the Enforcement Directorate were very, very pertinent. Firstly, there was a charge sheet by the CBI wherein the disproportionate assets that were alleged to have been amassed by Satyendra Jain were to the tune of 1.47 crore rupees. Now, the ED has in fact gone ahead to probe with regard to approximately 4.61 crore rupees. Now, the difference in terms of the monies that are being probed into by the two central agencies was something that concerned the court. The court asked several times as to whether that kind of an investigation beyond the scope of the figure that has been put out by the CBI is possible on part of the Enforcement Directorate. The court also asked whether if the judge were to say that there is no case made out as far as the CBI's figures with regard to 1.47 crores is concerned, would it be possible for the ED to probe beyond that amount, the amount over and above the said figure? Now, what the ED said was that the figures are not sacrosanct, that it would be premature to limit ourselves to the figures put out by the CBI, and that we could, in fact, continue to probe beyond that. The court also asked where is the criminality involved as far as Jain is concerned, as far as his money laundering case is concerned. The ED was also taking its time to respond to these very, very pertinent questions that were put out. Very importantly also, the ED stated that Satyendra Jain was controlling the companies that were run by Ankush and Vaibhav Jain, the co-accused in this case. The court asked whether he was a shareholder, but the ED informed that he is not a shareholder, but he wields considerable control and influence over these two people, and therefore he was controlling the workings of these companies, and therein was the transactional misappropriation that the ED is talking about. The ED also wanted to speak about cheating as far as Satyendra Jain is concerned in this case, but the court did not really entertain that argument. They said that as far as cheating is concerned, you have to say who they're cheating. The people you're saying they're cheating are also accused in the case. The company's name is there. So several very, very pertinent points came out as far as the Satyendra Jain bail hearing is concerned, wherein now, of course, the ED has concluded its arguments while opposing bail to Jain, but the Jain's counsels on Tuesday now will in fact counter the arguments of the Enforcement Directorate.
All right, Nilashish, we leave it there. Thanks very much for joining us with those details from Delhi.